come along to load and haul a semi full of corn. This is what I do most of the winter. We do have 2 trucks, but I typically do most of the hauling / all of the hauling in the winter while JD works and repairs our equipment in the shop. This is a 2015 Volvo truck, so it does have the DEF on it, and then the trailer is a 2021 Jet. I really enjoy hauling. The only frustrating part is when I'm trying to schedule things during the winter because I never know the days that the elevators are going to be open / like unexpectedly close, and it's hard to arrange my schedule in a way that I can be most efficient and keep the truck running. But it's a good time to just be alone, listen to podcasts while I'm driving. If I do have a long line, I can bring my laptop along and get some work done there. But yeah, it's my winter job. It is 5:50. I got up at 4:30 this morning because Ethel decided that she needed to puke directly underneath the bed. So I had to move the bed out of the way to get to this vomit that I needed to clean up. And so after that was done, I simply was not going back to bed. So the place I hauled to doesn't open up till 7 a.m. So I just kind of moseyed around the house until I could come out here to the shop. So I'm going to load the truck up. Normally I like to have the truck loaded the night before so I can just take off with the first load and not have to load in the dark. But it was raining all of yesterday afternoon, and so I wasn't feeling very motivated to load the truck because I don't want to load it in rain. But it's still kind of rainy now, but it'll be fine. As long as it's not a complete downpour, it's totally fine. I have 2 loads left on this contract. I might sell a little bit more in January. I pay my seed bill and I pay one of my largest landlords. So I have some large bills coming up in January. I want to make sure I have money to pay them. So that's the plan for the day. I just like to get my coffee going and then start the truck and then come back in for my coffee. Kind of just makes me wait on getting the truck warm, and I don't have to wait on my coffee getting made. If it's a cold day, we plug the semis in, but I didn't over the weekend. I think it should be fine. There's still definitely some salt on the semi. That's just kind of what happens when you are hauling when it's snowing out. But turn the battery back on. We'll start her up. Oh, open the door. Get that opened up. And then we go get our coffee. Now, we have the 2 semis. I always do prefer to go with the Volvo. I have the automatic roll tarp on it. I kind of prefer driving it. There are pros and cons of both trucks. But in the winter, the defrosting on the windows works a lot better than on the Freightliner. So I should take advantage of these kind of warmer days. It's 45, 50-ish degrees today. I should take advantage of these days to drive the Freightliner so they both get some time being ran. So might switch trucks later, we'll see. But also there's no salt on it. So that actually, yeah, I'll probably just stick with the Volvo just since it already has salt on it. I know there's salt on the roads. I have my coffee mug. My friend Kaylee made this for me. It says Farm with Zoe on it. She got it made back when I started posting videos. Very nice of her, very sweet gift. And I got my lunchbox with me. Now, in my lunchbox, I just have my water bottle and peanut brittle from the FFA and half of a eaten deer stick. But this time of year when I'm hauling, I'm not usually stuck there too long, so it's fine to not pack a lunch or something if I don't need to. And keys just to have my phone charger with me because my phone always dies. Okay, this will probably fall off. I lost my mount that suction cups to the window. I've been kind of just hoping it would show up so I don't have to get a new one, but it was actually really cheap and I had it for 3 years, so I guess it's paid for itself. Okay, turn my lights on. We're good on DEF and fuel. I recently put windshield wiper fluid into it. I do need to order a battery for my automatic roll tarp because I have to get out and push a button. I know, very much first world problems. And we are out of the shed. Turn the lights off in there. Very thankful that our green setup has good floodlights. I have a feeling we are not lined up well, but we can always readjust. I can't see anything. I'm gonna have to just wait till I have the floodlights on. Hoping that we have enough corn in the overhead that I don't need to run the pit and stuff right now. I didn't want to fill this all the way up because I only need 2 loads and this holds a little bit over 3 loads. So I'm unsure how much is in it. We have these bin indicators that tell it when it's 1/3, 2/3, and 3/3 full. But the bottom 2 lights have not been working even though we just replaced one. So that's something I need to figure out. Okay, and I just pull this. It takes about 15 minutes to load a truck through here. We're loading 6 loads a day. That's about an hour of your time, so it adds up. Okay, now I do leave this running while I pull the truck ahead. I've been doing that for like a year now. I haven't overflowed it yet, knock on wood, but it's a lot better than my method before of turning it off so I wouldn't make sure I overflowed anything, but then I couldn't really tell if I was in between rungs and stuff, so now I just let it trickle out and I slowly pull forward. It works pretty well. I don't mind loading myself on days where it's nice out. It's not too hard and gets me some good movement, because when you're trucking, you're literally just sitting for hours and hours a day. You're not getting any physical exercise, so loading the truck I do not mind doing myself. So I'm gonna let it go down to a trickle. I would not move this fast if it was icy out, that's for sure. So I pull forward until I can hear it hitting on the rung before the next one, and then I know I'm in the right spot. Now, I should be wearing a mask and ear protection. If the wind's good, I don't get any dust in me, but it is still loud up here, so I should be wearing my earplugs that are in the truck. I'll put those on. We gotta have good safety standards. Hearing aids are expensive. It is a little dusty too. Normally the wind's not much of an issue. So I make it go down to a trickle. I move forward. I'll stick my earplugs in now. It's a slightly bit dusty here. And we'll move it back into the back hopper. Kind of loud when it starts going into the back. That corn has a long ways to fall. With the hearing protection in, it is a little bit harder to hear those bridges, but it's not bad. I'm pretty sure we have enough for a load, at least. But we will see. We will see. Okay. Once I pull forward, this will kind of settle down and the tarp will go over it. I am not overloaded. This is a short trailer, so don't worry. Some people think that I'm really overloaded because the corn goes up to here, but it is a small trailer. I'm all good. I'm legal. I'm a rule follower.
It is 6:19. I do like to get there before 7 if I'm hauling at 7, just because then there's going to be a bunch of trucks in line. So it's like I either want to get there before they open or wait like 20 to 30 minutes just so they can get those early risers through the line. But it's a Monday, it's kind of rainy. I'm hoping maybe there won't be much of a line. You never know. The place I'm hauling, it's kind of unpredictable. It seems like there's either a 2-hour line or maybe a 20-minute line. But we'll see. I don't have anything else. No, that's not true. I have a meeting at 1 today. But besides that, I don't have anything else on the schedule. It's kind of tricky hauling on days that I have cheerleading practice in the afternoon because I don't want to get stuck if there's like, you know, the instance where we have a 3-hour line and then I either need to come back with a full truck or be late to cheerleading. That can be stressful. So. Glad it's not raining right now. It's definitely soupy out. Now, you don't have to run when you're loading it like this, but you do need to walk with a sense of purpose. That is done, so now we will tarp it off. Fancy roll tarp. I need to wipe down that window. That window is annoying me. Not good visibility. Okay, for some reason it always takes me forever to find the floodlights, even though I literally just turned them on. I'm turning them off. I know it's still dark out, but otherwise I'll forget to turn them off, so it's better to just have them off already. That's, wow, look at that difference. I definitely did not get this truck cleaned off very well last week, but in my defense, it was 19 degrees, and as I was spraying it off, the water was freezing onto the truck, so it wasn't great. But if we get some rain today while I'm driving, it'll clean off a little bit more, and I'll spray it off good today. Leaving the shop now. It's a slightly foggy morning. It was a lot foggier last week, but just gonna be safe, careful, take my time. Had I left 30 seconds before or driven a little bit faster, I would have missed this train. Okay, I just got here. It's 8 minutes before they open up. I just have one truck ahead of me. First, we'll pull up onto a scale, get weighed in, and then we go into a line where we get probed. The main thing that they are looking for here is vomitoxin in the corn. They check your moisture. They see if there's any foreign material or any damage, if their corn's like cracked or musty or has any mold or anything like that. And this is going to animal feed. So they want to make sure that everything's all good for that. Corn won't get any animals sick. And then once you get the test, you get a green light and you get to unload, and then you pull back onto the same scale that we pull in on, and we get our little weigh out slip, and we're done. I have 3 trucks behind me. I'm glad I got here when I did, because every test takes about 10 minutes. So it would have been a half an hour had I gotten here like 5 minutes later. So good timing, good timing. Thank you. Okay, just from driving, this back window has gotten bad again, but you can kind of see them probing the truck. They usually pull from like 2 spots. One in the front, one in the back. And then I just wait. Thank you. Okay, I make sure that it has my farm name, that it's contract, and that the numbers look normal. This is a lot higher moisture than we've been having, and the sample weight's down, so that's odd. But we had one last bin to core, but I mean, I thought it got cored out a couple days ago, but it might just be an outlier of a sample. You never know.
So I turned the truck on at 6:02 and I scaled out at 7:19. So that's a pretty good turnaround time. And then I needed to help JD finish putting new blades on the backhoe. Not the backhoe, what? This is the Rhino. I'm editing this early in the morning. But let me know, do you like these in-depth process videos, like just taking something and breaking it down, filming the whole thing? Or do you like more of the like weekly updates on just what we're doing on the farm that I did last winter? Let me know. I'm looking for inspiration, looking for ideas.